See, it was happening. Good morning, folks. The good folks of California, LA. I am simply the best. Feel me? I am simply the best. Feel me? Good morning, though. They come to me wild and wild and wild and wild. When you come to me, give me everything I need. Because I'm simply the best. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. That's what I'm offer you. I'm giving you a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. I'm going to love you like you know what it means. Keep you wrong? No, I can't keep you wrong, baby. I take your heart and make it strong, baby. Because I'm simply the best. I'm better than all the rest. Yeah. I'll give you whatever you ask for, man. You know what I mean? You can't ever step on me, baby. I'm too strong. You gotta hang on every word I say. Feel me? Mm. Shout out to Tina Turner. You feel me? Simply the best. Feel me? Cause I am simply the best. I believe it. That I am the best regardless. Even if I have more than you or you have more than me, I still believe I'm the best. I'm the best that I ever did it. I'm simply the best. So I believe it. I believe it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm better than you. I just believe that I'm the best. You feel me? And if you take that wrong, then guess what? There's something wrong with you because you're supposed to believe the same as I believe. You dig? It's just that some people take it personal. When you tell yourself that you are simply the best, they feel less than. What does it mean that he's the best? Does it mean that he's better than me? No, it's just that's your insecurity showing. You feel me? Just because somebody say they're the best in something doesn't mean that you take it personal. It's like, prove yourself that you are also the best. And believe in it too. You feel me? I'm not saying that believe in me that I'm the best. Believe in yourself. When you hear it, believe like, all right, shit, if he believes that he the best, then I'm the best too. You feel me? There's there's no reason for him to hate about that. You know what I mean? You already in the car. You feel me? Like, yeah, I got a car. I feel like I'm better than you. Then that's your belief. But I still believe that I'm the best. I ain't say I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I said I'm the best. Feel me? Best is better than better. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Feel me? It's simply the best. I'm just better than all the rest. You feel me? I'm sorry. She sang it to me. She told me that. She did it in Miami. Yeah, she did it in Miami. Yeah, she said it in Miami. Word, but good morning. Feel me? Another day. Today is April 21st, 2021, Wednesday. Another day, another dollar. Always is the same nightmares. We let the dogs do it for us. We don't cry tears. Feel me? Because we simply the best. You feel me? I know the day feels gloomy today. The weather's kind of funny and shaky. I thought I overdressed, but I think I have the right amount of clothes on. You dig? I think I have the right amount of clothes on. So it just, it feels funny a little bit. Woke up this morning, you know what I mean? Haters. I was like, hi, haters. Hold on, keep going, hold on. Yeah, I woke up this morning, I'm like, hi, haters. I was grateful. I'm like, you know what? I'm up now. I'm in the shower. It's the start of my day. Let's go get it. Feel me? That's just how I felt. As I woke up in the middle of the night, I had to go back to sleep. Then wake up in the middle of the night, then you go back to sleep. I'm like, alright, fuck it. You did. But now we up on our way to work, always early as usual. It's nothing that I brag about. I'm just saying it, you feel me? I am early, like, so it gives me the time to even compensate on this device and put it into recording, you feel me? I mean, I don't think people should be taking it too personal about what I do in my personal time as I'm walking to kill time to work when I'm like an hour and 30 minutes early. It's like, you know what I mean? Don't applaud me for it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do anyway, you dig? Shout out to the verdict that was reached on April 20th. They found him guilty. I was about to say not guilty. I'm not guilty, that's a fact. They found David, whatever his name is. I don't even want to know his name, honestly. They found him not guilty, you feel me? I mean, they found him not guilty. I felt like that was a good thing. Yesterday, when the verdict was reached, people was anticipating for me to speak about this. I didn't want to entertain people. I just didn't. I was not like, I'm like, yo, they delaying my bus so I can speak. I'm like, nah, man, y'all not gonna do this to me. So I decided not to talk on it, feel me? I was like, fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Feel me? Don't be forcing me to talk about something that everybody on every news channel is already speaking about. You feel me? Just like, seriously, like they delaying my bus, holding me hostage to speak on certain thing. I'm like, nah, man. So I didn't even speak on it at all. You feel me? I decided not to even speak on it. And that was just the truth. I'm like, I'm not gonna talk on this shit, man. Fuck out of here. I'm just not gonna. It wasn't because of the verdict. It had nothing to do with the verdict. It had nothing to do with the people itself. It just had to do with the fact that they was trying to force me to do something, and you can't force me to do something. I have to willingly want to do it. Like, fuck out of here, man. So I didn't speak on it. One thing I didn't like was the fact that he was found guilty, but he hasn't been sentenced yet. The first sentence is a maximum of 40 years, which is second-degree murder. The second sentence is a maximum of 25 years, and you have the third sentence, which is a maximum of 10 years. Keyword is maximum, you feel me? Which meaning that's the most he can get, year-wise. The minimum is for the first year, for the first sentence. Hey, man, why these niggas making all that damn noise? The minimum for that sentence, this is the reason why I do what I do, because I speak it on my own time. They don't like it, and that's y'all. Like, you can't try to shame me by the things that you do to me. These are your fears. These are your fears. It doesn't bother me, my nigga, you feel me? As long as I don't see it happening, it can't bother my conscience, you feel me? I am secure within myself. I am not insecure, my nigga. Like, I really believe I'm that nigga. Like, I am the best. I'm simply the best. So the things that you do to degrade me, it's not gonna work for me. These are your fears. Understand that. Once you understand that, you get to understand that, alright, cool. You can't really hate on somebody, bro. You just can't, like, because the only thing you're gonna project is the fears of your own. You're gonna project the things that are nasty to you. You're only gonna project what you deem. The things that you project are the wrongfully things that you project are the fears that you have of what could happen to you and how you will react. It has nothing to do with me as an individual. You feel me? You cannot convince me to feel sorry about these things. No, like, I'm over it. I've overcome most of these things. Sorry. I've overcome vanity. I don't Like, I look good, regardless of what I got on, regardless of how I look. I feel good about myself, so it projects out of me. I don't care. It could be a big ass pimple. I don't give a fuck. I still feel like I look good. Feel me? I'm not an insecure individual. Please understand that. Like, y'all have to understand. Anyway, the first what is it called? Verdict? No. The first, I'm back to the case now. Basically, the maximum that he can receive on the first charge was 40 years. Second charge is 25 years. Third charge is 10 years. That's the maximum. Keyword. The minimum that he can receive on the first charge would be, I think, is 10 years. The second charge, I think, is like 5 years, close to 10 years. No, the first charge is probably like, the first charge, the minimum will be like 15 years. The second charge, the minimum will be like 10 to 5 years. I'm not quite sure on those numbers. And the last charge is like 3 years. So we looking roughly around 20. He's not getting those 75 years, bro. He's not he's not gonna get the maximum on all charges. I just don't see it happening. The most they can give him, in my opinion, is probably like 50 years. You feel me? I don't know how old is he, but he's not going to serve life in prison. That's one. That's just the verdict. He's found guilty, yes, but we have to look at the sentencing. How many years is he going to receive? You feel me? And I don't like the fact that people were celebrating. That's another story. But what that man did was disgusting. We all know. We seen the video, putting his knee, like, it was just disgusting. Like, you don't do shit like that, my nigga. Then the lack of concern, where people was telling him, yo, get off him. Like, there's people telling you, even if you couldn't think for yourself, there's people telling you, yo, get off him. Like, you feel me? There's no excuse for what he did. Just no excuse. Like, and he's just arrogantly going in his pockets and just staying there, like, you know what I mean? Just lack of concern, no compassion, nothing. It's crazy. Like, I just can't understand it. Plus, the case is not over. I don't know why we're celebrating. There's other 2 officers too who contributed, who were also helping him out. Where they had, just because he had his knee on his neck, doesn't necessarily mean that the other 2 officers who was also pinning him down, holding him down. Because if it was just him with his knee on his neck, I think he had the strength enough. Plus, he had the cuffs on too. That shit crazy. So the case is far from over. I'm not celebrating yet. You feel me? Because there's always something stupid. You just gotta keep fighting. We gotta keep pushing forward. The fight is not over. It just started. We just gotta keep building on these things. Building on it. Building on it. You feel me? That's just my portion of it. You feel me? Just keep building on it, so it does not happen that often. Same cases, of course, y'all know where I stand with that. Some other, not every case where a cop shoot an individual is intentional, or it was done in a malice or a bad way. I've already expressed my feelings on other cases already, but this case I strongly believe. But in this case, the murder of George Floyd, I strongly believe that I strongly believe that this was done with some bad intentions. That's all I'm saying. It just was done with some bad intentions. That's all. Anyway, I'm simply the best. You feel me? Better than all the rest. Don't be taking it personal. You know what I mean? Bitch told me that I'm simply the best. She's like, yo, you the best, my nigga. I'm like, damn, yo. Please don't give me credit like that. I mean, I'm flattered, and as a human, I'm very what can I say? I can be addicted to being full of myself at times, especially when you're going through so much. Shut the fuck up. I could be addicted to being full of myself, especially when you're going through so much opposition, so much hate, so much individual people who are in your business but yet don't know you personally. They can only see from what they've been told, and they're only hearing from people who are trying to oppress you or suppress you. You feel me? So when you get a compliment or you overcoming so much, people think that it's all you that is doing these things, but just don't but forget that you have it's God working these things out. So when I get these credits and I get these compliments, and it's like, yo, you the best, man, you the best that ever did it, and I'm like, that shit gets in my head sometimes because I'm human, you feel me? But then I always gotta remind myself when I'm in my high state, I be like, damn, this is God saying this is God doing it, my nigga. I can't even lie to you. This is God doing it. You feel me? I can't take credit for something that, like, that's the problem. That's the difference between a real man and a man who's just full of himself. You feel me? It's that recognition, it's that awareness that saying, yo, you're not doing this by yourself. This is, you know what I mean? You're not doing this by yourself. You really think you can doing this? You're doing this by yourself. This is God doing this shit. You feel me? Like, you really think you're doing this by yourself? This is God doing this. Is the Almighty at work. You feel me? He helping you get through this shit. You feel me? That's why I'm simply the best. You feel me? Better than all the rest. You feel me? It is what it is. I know they're gonna try and everything else, but once you have that God figure behind you and everything else like that, once you have that God figure behind you and everything else like that, it's really not that many people that can really fuck with you. You feel me? Because you have the divine himself, you have the creator, you have the one. Feel me? You have the one, the Almighty himself. You feel me? Regardless of what they try to do and plan behind you, you know there's something that is working in your favor. Feel me? But you can't, like, you also got to thank your haters too, because every chance and every time they go against you, you have to understand, like, every time they go against you, they raise you up to be in a different light of how other people see you. Because every time you overcome some form of hate, and every time people say, I bet you, like, they doubt you, and you overcome those kind of things, guess what? That places you in a different atmosphere, in a different light, and how people see you. So people be like, damn, this nigga really, like, he's doing this shit by himself, which is undeniable. Like, it looks like I'm doing this by myself, because you don't see no other individual that's out there that's like, yo, I'm standing with this nigga publicly. Because if the person does that, they're going to demonize and attack him in some form of fashion. So people who are even supporting you got to support you in secrecy. You feel me? So to the world, it seems like he's doing it by himself. And the hate itself, the people that hate on you are actually promoting you at the same time. Because every time they hate on you, they actually give you a leeway. They give you like a hall pass for people to see you in a different light. Every time. Like, they think that they're doing something, and they think that, oh, like, I did this to him and this. People will just fake and laugh with you and make it seem like, oh, you did a great job and everything else like that. But in actuality, every decent human, every decent thinking human being, righteous human being, is thinking like, the things that you're doing to this man, that can also be done to me. So for survival purposes, I have to act and pretend. Even the people who's doing it, they still pretending, because they know this shit ain't right. And some of them are just bitter, like, they just straight bitterness. Bitter. I'm talking about bitter. Bitter. But the thing, they look, people are looking at it like, the thing, like, this shit can happen to me. You feel me? It's disturbing, the amount of deceitfulness and the fakeness. Like, you feel me? Everything is based on some form of a little bit of trust. I'm trusting you that if I go to this place, this is like, I have that trust within you. Business is based on trust. You feel me? Everything is based on some. If I sit on a chair right now that has 4 legs, guess what? I'm trusting it that it will hold up. You feel me? We can even stick on. If I'm sitting on a chair that has 4 legs, I'm assuming I have trust in the maker of it. Just the act of the chair itself, that it has 4 legs. I'm assuming if I sit on it, the trust that it's going to hold it. If I don't have no trust in it and I see just 3 legs and it's missing 1 leg, I don't have trust to sit on it. You feel me? And that's the thing with society itself. Society have that. It has that trust. And that trust balance out transaction. The common denominator, you feel me? The essential component of everything else is the balance of it. So it balance out everything else. So the trust bring balance into things. Because if there was no trust, it wouldn't be balanced and even out like the way it is. Because we all have our differences. But because of the trust that we have that this system is going to work or this is going to work, that's why we even put our faith into it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a chair with 4 legs. It could be a chair with 1 leg, but that 1 leg has to be in the middle of the chair to hold it. Because they have office chair where they got just 1 thick leg that is in the middle of the chair itself and it still holds it. That balance is still trust. I still trust it enough from the act of it and the way it looks that the balance of it holds it and it's going to balance my weight. Even a wheelchair with 2 wheels on the side. Sometimes they have the one with the motor with the 1 wheel in the middle. It doesn't matter. It's about the trust. The trust bring the balance in there. So people are looking at it like they just don't like the behavior is untrustworthy. You feel me? I can understand you want to get your man, but the way you're going about it, you are destroying the whole community. You're destroying your own people. You're destroying yourself. You're destroying individuals that look like you if you are involved. You're destroying your family in some form of shape or matter. You feel me? Like they're looking at this shit and they're like, yeah, this ain't right. It's not right. You know what I mean? I know you want to get your man and everything else like that, but you are degrading yourself in the process. And my phone is also dying in the process as I'm talking. That nigga fast. He's fast approaching like, whoo. You feel me? And that's just the truth. Cause you have to obey yourself. Obey yourself, my nigga. You know what I mean? Just obey yourself. You feel me? If you obey yourself, you wouldn't go that far off the rail trying to get somebody because you hate that individual and you willing to do any and everything, every anal act. It's like people not gonna trust to even come to your way no more. Now you gotta fake and hire people to make it seem like they're coming to your business. And truth of the matter, people just don't feel comfortable coming to your business like that. You feel me? And that's with any individual. Oh, when I say business is just a form of transaction. So that means that trust, people willing to trust you in the form of a relationship. People wanting to take your advice, that's a business. People wanting to speak to you, that's another form of business and everything else like that. The fact that the truck driver, feel me? If I would have bet he wanted to hit me with the truck and everything else, that's like, that stuff like that's like you just because you mad at somebody doesn't mean that you want to hit them with a whole truck. Like stuff like that is like wow, really? Like it really got to that point. It passed that point already, honestly. Not got to the point, past that point. And that's the things that people are really concerned about. And I'm gonna speak on what they're concerned about. They'll be like, oh, you talk about your problems in 1,000 different ways. Yes, because I gotta reach 1,000 different minds. Feel me? You're not the only one. Just because you got it, what are you doing about it? You still doing the same thing. You just want me to shut up so you can keep doing the things that you're doing because you do not want to be held accountable. You want people to be dumb and not understand what's really going on. They make it exciting. They advertise the behavior and make it exciting. Feel me? But it's not working anymore. You know why? Because their daughters applaud me. That's why. Their daughters applaud me. Just like, that's that nigga right there. He's simply the best. Better than all the rest. Hurry up. I'm watching myself too because I have to. Feel me? I have to watch myself because they hating on me. Feel me? I got niggas listening to me 600 miles away and I'm like, God damn. How can you make a noise that far? It's an incredible device. It is incredible. You gotta give it to them. Like it's incredible. It's an incredible device. But I touched on the case already and I also touched on the fact that I'm the best that ever did it. Feel me? And I'm about to get off this recording right now because I should go with my phone and everything else, You know how it goes. Look at that nigga. Hold on. See that? He's trying to come. Look at that. I caught him slowly coming. He is trying hard to come at you. We're gonna look at his face. It doesn't take much to guess what the fuck that is. Simply the best. Chill, 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 chill. You's a woman, act like it. That's the thing with these women nowadays. He know he can't go in that corner. Stop lying. I hate liars. Come on, Papa. That's how I was gonna. He's listening to me because that's how I was going to look at his face. And guess what he did? He fall right into the trap. So which meaning you are hearing me. He was like, "Yeah, this is my face, nigga. Yeah, it's your ugly face, my nigga. But why you listening to me? Acting stupid, my nigga. Feel me? Shit crazy. The hate is real, man. Feel me? The haters, the haters. How they put it? The hate is the realest thing out here, man. Honestly, ain't even hollering.